name is Lambert. I've lived in the area for 31 years. I'm standing for the third time in the local election. I've also got experience of standing in general elections in 2005 and 2010, and also I was an assembly list in 2004 and a reserve for the European elections in 2004. The main reason I'm standing is because there was nobody to represent me in this ward, my views or the views of people like me. So that is why I decided. For this area, overcrowding is starting to make itself felt in the schools. The Jubilee School is already full, but they want to put even more pupils in it. So you've got the dichotomy of school places. 50% of children roughly go outside the borough, and unless we get some land from somewhere, that's going to stay. The pressure on the land for housing, we've seen with the park, 1,076 square metres or 990 square yards or something have been cut off for the traffic. I'm a member of Brockwell Park, Friends of Brockwell Park, and wanted a smaller scheme, but that was brushed aside and gone with the B scheme. But the trouble with all this concreting over and pedestrianisation is that it can kill off a lot of shops. If you look at Trafalgar Square, and if you look at where I come from, Leicester, they pedestrianise the centre there, and all the small shops are now boarded up because people don't like trekking. And it's not just the credit crunch or the fact that there's a massive new high cross centre there, a shopping mall, and that has taken some of the business away. It's just the fact that a lot of businesses have finally collapsed because they can't afford the business rates, which is quite a problem here. And when I went to have my hair cut, what little there is, she said that the business rates are really killing the businesses off up here. 3 dozen businesses along Lord Road have gone under in the last 2.5 years, and only about 3 shops have opened in their place, 2 of them supermarkets. So it's always a delicate balance between getting investment in the area from multinational companies, but making sure that they don't overreach themselves, like Tesco case in Norwich, where they tried to build in a village, and which would have destroyed the village shops. Also for this area is youth and employment. I will try to make sure that everybody has access to an apprenticeship by liaising with businesses. As to the other things in the area, I think a new technology park for sensible green industries. I mean, I think wind farms have been a disaster. They've put your bill up and £500 a year on average. They don't work, you can't store the energy, they don't work below 12 miles per hour, and a case in point is the Medway scheme, which cost I think £18 million and hasn't worked properly since it was opened. Also they're not green because they're imported from Germany or Denmark. You have to build roads leading to the fields, and they're just not green. The myth that carbon is a problem. At the moment there's only about 310 parts per million carbon. To have the optimum growth you need about 1,000 parts per million. So everything is got carbon in it. I've got carbon pencils, pop, I think. So carbon is not a poison unless it gets up above 10,000 parts per million. So a carbon tax, like all the stealth taxes, is just a money-making venture, and it's baby talk. I'm interested in sensible ecology policies, not just the rants and the hysteria which sometimes comes from the Green Party and the other parties. However, I do agree with the Green Party on GM crops, and that is UKIP policy at the moment. We do have some pressure from certain farmers who do farm GM crops at the moment, but I'm trying to make sure that that policy doesn't get changed. On the subject of a hung parliament, I would like to volunteer to be the hangman if there is going to be a hung parliament, and I don't think it would do any harm if we did have some MPs from UKIP, but if it's just going to be the three-card trick, then nothing will really radically change. I thank you for listening to my speech, and I hope that I get plenty of hits on this positively. Thank you, and good night.